Hello, welcome to our Sunday Reflections. This is Father Linus Mviri of the Congregation of Holy Cross. Today we celebrate the feast of Christ the King. The solemnity of Christ the King concludes the Church's liturgical year. The feast was instituted by Pope Pius XI in 1925 to celebrate the Jubilee year and the 16th centenary of the Council of Nicaea. This feast was established and proclaimed by the Pope to reassert the sovereignty of Christ and the Church over all forms of government, to remind Christians of their fidelity and loyalty they owe to Christ, who, by his incarnation, passion, and sacrificial death, made us all adopted children of God and future citizens and heirs of the kingdom of heaven. The feast also a reminder to the totalitarian governments in the world that Jesus Christ is the only sovereign king. Christ is a spiritual king and ruler who, by truth and love, and not guns and tear gas, leads us. The foundation of this power and the dignity of our Lord is rightly indicated by Cyril of Alexandria. Christ, he says, has dominion over all creatures, a dominion not seized by violence or usurped by his essence and nature. We declare our loyalty to him by the quality of our Christian commitment, expressed in our service to others with sacrificial and forgiving love, and by our solidarity with the poor and the needy, as beautifully expressed in today's Gospel reading. The kingdom of Christ is about love, service, justice, and compassion, not selfishness or greed, as we see it in the world today, especially in Uganda. Mother Teresa of Calcutta beautifully teaches us that Jesus is the hungry one to be fed. Jesus is thirsty to be satiated. Jesus is naked to be clothed. Jesus is homeless to be taken in. He is sick to be healed. Jesus is lonely to be loved. Jesus is unwanted to be wanted. Jesus is a leper who wants his wounds to be washed. He's a beggar to give him a smile. Jesus is a drunkard to be listened to. Jesus is mentor to protect him. Jesus is the little one to be embraced. He's the blind to be led. Jesus is dumb to speak to him. Jesus is crippled to walk with him. He's an addict to befriend him. Jesus is a prostitute to remove from danger and befriend her. Jesus is a prisoner to be visited. Jesus is old to be served. Friends, we are ambassadors to this great King. Our job as ambassadors is to simply be loyal. That means first, we must know the King's desires and priorities. Don't we know, or do we know them well? Are we constantly striving to know them better? But an ambassador also puts the King's program into action. Are we being active ambassadors? Is Christ's truth and grace reaching more people through us, through our deeds, through our words and example? We are called to be Christ's messengers, to bear his message and to know it better and better, and to deliver it where providence sends us. Today, Christ again comes to us to encourage, enlighten, and strengthen us in the Holy Eucharist. Let us renew our faith and commitment in this great and eternal King. Let us commit ourselves to spread his kingdom. Once men recognize, both in private and public life, that Christ is King, society will last receive great blessings of real liberty, well-oriented discipline, and peace and harmony. Let Christ be your King. I wish you a fruitful celebration of Christ the King. God bless you all.